Every single week, I talk to businesses that are doing at least a couple hundred grand a month that are looking to grow on Instagram, and they always constantly tell me that, hey, I get all of my leads from YouTube and not so many from Instagram, so it doesn't really make sense to focus on Instagram. And that is such a bullshit belief, and let me explain why. And by the way, this video will not be biased, even though my entire services are based around Instagram. My go-to motto is that in order to convert a customer, they need to be watching you and consuming your content for a long duration of time, and the best way to do that in 2026 is through YouTube. This video is going to be non-biased, just me going over the reality, what each platform is used for, which one should you focus on, and how do you go about growing on both platforms. So that's it, let's get into it. Now, why is the belief bullshit that you shouldn't focus on Instagram? Should you focus on Instagram? Should you focus only on YouTube, right? So I believe that YouTube is a great revenue driver, and then I believe that, actually, let me write this down. So YouTube is a great revenue driver, right? So it drives revenue, it drives cash. However, I believe that Instagram is a great amplifier of the revenue driver, right? So whatever you're doing to make money, there's always an amplifier to it. Something that adds more power, energy, and resources to that thing that is making you money. And in this case, when your YouTube is driving a lot of revenue, Instagram can be a good way to bring more attention to it. So yes, Instagram isn't necessarily going to bring you leads as many leads as YouTube, but it is so much better to bring in people in. When you get 1,000 views on YouTube, those are very qualified views. Yes, if I get 50 views even on this video, it's still qualified views. You're still watching this video, you're interested in growing, etc. You're qualified, but it's still 50 views or even 1,000 views. That's nothing. In the grand scheme of things, that is nothing. But on Instagram, that same video, if you repost it, it's gonna get 2,000 views, which is double the views, double the people watching. Same piece of content, just a different platform, different mechanism, different algorithm, more views. So what does that tell you? Instagram is a great amplifier to get more attention, because that is how the app works, to get attention. YouTube, nowadays, it works like an actual search engine where you actually search something and it comes up and solves your problem. It's like Google, right? But Instagram is there to get you attention. So you need to use the advantage of Instagram to get the attention and then redirect that to YouTube. That is why that is so bullshit that you think, oh, Instagram is not directly getting me leads, so let me just not focus on it. That is bullshit. And let me tell you how I use Instagram. I use Instagram and YouTube, and I've done millions of views on YouTube Shorts, thousands of subscribers, right? And so I know both of the platforms. The reality is that Instagram, you use it to get attention, to nurture some of the attention, but you use YouTube in order to actually convert that attention. So let me point back. So Instagram, you use it to get attention, but YouTube, you use it to convert that attention, right? And so it works like a funnel. So how we use and how we incorporate YouTube and Instagram, how we do them together. And by the way, like I said, I always tell my clients, you need to lock in your YouTube content. Most of the times, we don't even work with people that don't have a YouTube presence, because we know that the job is going to be so much harder, right? So how we incorporate YouTube and Instagram, we usually will clip long forms into short forms. So we take your YouTube content, we directly distribute it into short form content. We post it on Instagram, those reels, and there's a CTA at the end of each video, which basically says, comment the word X and I will give you access to the full video. These people, we give them value from the long form video, they receive the value, but we cut the video off and we don't give them more value, but because we already gave them value, they become curious about watching the whole thing. Then they comment the word CTA, they get sent automatically the YouTube video, they go on YouTube, watch it, then we have a setter in the DMs that follows up, hey, how's the video? Hey, the video is awesome, and then the conversation begins and we convert them in Instagram. Or they just go on YouTube, watch that video we sent them, watch another video, and after multiple videos, they go and book a call directly from YouTube. This is how it works. You want to use IG to get that attention, get those eyeballs, and redirect everything into YouTube. There is one aspect that YouTube is lacking and that will forever lack that Instagram has. Instagram is literally like a news feed, update feed. It's literally a place where you can update your viewers in real time on what is happening using stories, which is something that YouTube doesn't have, and even if they incorporate it, it's not gonna work. It's just never gonna work because the platform is not used for that. The platform, the way it's designed, the way it's known historically, is never gonna work for that. So YouTube is lacking that community aspect that Instagram has. So what you can do, this is what we were doing, for example, for one of my clients. Every single time we upload a video on YouTube, the client will screenshot the thumbnail of that video and tell them, hey, I just made a breakdown on this. Show the screenshot of the thumbnail, comment XYZ keyword, and I'll send you the video. And they will just reply the keyword under the DMs and they will get sent the video. And this, literally, no joke, we get hundreds of leads every single week. Okay, hundreds of leads every single week. I think the most we did was like 500 leads in a single week. Do that four times in a month. 2,000 leads that you can work with. That is insane from just posting stories. And again, that is not something you can do on YouTube. Okay, so those are like 2,000 monthly views extra on YouTube just from IG. Now, how should you actually act after you watch this video? You watch this video, you're like, okay, I know these great things. Instagram is to get attention and, you know, get it back to YouTube. But what should I do after watching this video? Well, you in this case, you're probably watching this video and I'm assuming you're only doing YouTube or you're only doing Instagram, and you're like contemplating like whether you should go on YouTube, whether you should go on Instagram. If you're currently only doing Instagram, 100% get on YouTube and use the audience that you built on Instagram to give you momentum on YouTube. Like, share the videos, document your journey of posting on YouTube. Tell them, tease the videos like, hey, I have this thing that I'm going to be breaking down on my channel. It's coming out this and that day. Tease it. Use Instagram audience to push momentum on YouTube, so it can also push you on YouTube as well. And if you're only running YouTube, depends on how long you've been running the YouTube channel. If you've been running it for like a year and you got a solid base on there, a lot of people know you from YouTube, your leads are coming from YouTube, you're making 100K a month from YouTube or something like that, you're making decent money. Now it's time to amplify that. You take the profits that you make from the YouTube channel, you put it into somewhere else. In this case, we're talking on IG, you invest it into IG. Now, what you can do is, since you build up so much organic content on YouTube, you can get that clipped up, you can get that posted, and you can use the CTA strategy that I just shared here, and you can get people, you know, new people that have never seen you before. You can send them over to your YouTube, and you can also have a conversation with them in the DMs and directly book them in there. So there's two benefits. You can directly influence your lead flow from Instagram, and you can also indirectly do it by sending people over to YouTube. But either way, anybody who watches your YouTube channel, he's nurtured. You will maybe get 100 comments on a video. You will send those 100 comments, 100 messages. Maybe like, I don't know, 30% of those people will watch it, and maybe 10 will be actually like, I will actually reply, etc. But again, it's just a numbers game. Right? And so you want to slowly amplify. You want to slowly build an audience. One of the things that we're focusing with our clients right now isn't getting more followers, etc. More followers will help, but stories is where like the real sauce actually is. We implemented this story strategy with that client I told you about earlier, and our stories shot up to the all-time high of 4,000. He never saw a bigger number of story views, more than 4,000. This is where the money is on Instagram. But if you're just starting out on YouTube, I do recommend that you only stick to YouTube. I think that is really important that you master it before you focus your attention on elsewhere. Now, if you are somebody who already has presence on YouTube and you're really looking into IG, but you're not sure, like, you know, you get all your lead flow from YouTube. You know, you're not getting any lead flow from Instagram, and this is the same position that most of my clients started. I highly suggest that you check out the video I made on how my client Nick Terrio, who was only doing YouTube, all his lead flow was coming from YouTube, how we started from his IG. He was also not posting on IG, no lead flow was coming from IG, how we added an extra 6 figures to his Instagram completely organically, and how we're gonna bump it up even more this year too, where hopefully we're gonna be generating an extra 1 million from his IG organically. Check out that video. And also, if you wanna amplify your business and go into IG, make sure to check out the first link in the description where you can see who did we work with, what kind of results we generated with Instagram specifically, and what's our process. And if that's something that interests you and you want all these systems completely implemented for you in your business, you can book a call directly with me where we're going to look at your business and we're going to determine how we can help you, if we can even help you, if this is the right fit for each other. So if that's something that interests you, check the first link in the description. Other than that, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to follow me on IG, follow me on YouTube so you don't miss any uploads. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.